Aftercare is super important. We are putting foreign things in our bodies that our bodies are not used to, so we kind of have to train our bodies to accept them. Hey, what's up? I'm Lev from 10 Tigers Piercing in San Francisco. I'm a sales associate / assistant manager here. I'm here to talk with you about aftercare. Every body is different, so all of the guidelines that we give are just things to follow as per your body. But some of the products that we recommend are gonna be a sterile saline spray. This is something that you would use like 2 to 3 times a day. You would just spray both the front and back, inside and outside, depending if you're like getting like an ear piercing or a nostril piercing. You're gonna spray it on for like 1 second each, like let it sit for about like a minute, and you're gonna wanna rinse that off because it's kind of like washing your hands with soap and then like walking out of the bathroom without rinsing it. It's super weird, you don't wanna do that. So rinse it off because otherwise you'll have just like dried salt on your wounds, and that's pretty metal, but not what we're going for. So that you'll do 2 to 3 times a day, about once in the shower. We also recommend using any kind of like mild soap, nothing antibacterial, nothing that's scented. What we recommend is gonna be a naked soap, and this you would use at the very end of your shower, so you can get all of the shampoos and conditioners out of your hair before washing your fresh wound. Then you get a little bit of soap on your hand, lather it up, gently massage the area to break up any of the weird crusty stuff that's gonna be attached to that. And then when you're out of the shower, we'll have you like pat dry with like a towel. You wanna keep your piercings dry, or else that extra moisture can also cause some like weird irritation. And if you have oral piercings, we also recommend using some kind of like mouthwash that is alcohol-free and preferably has no whitening or charcoal ingredients. Those extra things can just cause extra irritation to the wound as well. We use Biotine here. This stuff works super well. Another key thing to think about with aftercare is what not to do. This is not your mother's piercing, no longer the 90s. We do not want you to touch it, twist it, turn it, or do any of those things. We don't want you to use any kind of rubbing alcohol, no Bactine, no Neosporin. These things are not meant for puncture wounds, and we implore you to not use them. We want you to only use the products that we recommend. If you ever have to handle them, just do so with like freshly washed, clean hands. And we also recommend eating like no spicy foods, no acidic foods, nothing that can just like cause more irritation to that area, because it's super not fun. You ever bite your tongue and then eat something spicy? It sucks, so don't do it. Being in California, I know that there are like a ton of swimmers and surfers out there. I always say wintertime, best time to get piercings, because we don't want you to submerge these piercings at all for a few months after getting them. Keep them out of any kind of like lakes, baths, hot tubs, pools, anything with like any chemicals or weird bacteria that can get inside of your piercings and potentially cause some problems. You just don't want to deal with it. With your fresh, pretty ear piercing that you just got, you want to make sure it stays nice and straight. You don't want any like weird wonky curves, so we always say don't sleep on it, don't put pressure on it. What I do at home, legitimately true, I sleep on a travel pillow. Just it's nice and rounded, it has like a little hole, like right, like little pocket just for your ear, and it works perfectly for me. I am a bit of a chaos sleeper, so I'll kind of fall asleep in one position and wake up in another one, but that's neither here nor there. Getting new piercings is kind of like a lifestyle change. You will kind of have to accommodate for them in different ways. For example, if you get like a tragus piercing, like that little flap like right there on the inside, you kind of can't wear earbuds for a while. Definitely not throughout the entire healing process, because that extra pressure putting it in and out can just cause some irritation in the long run, which you definitely don't want to do. If you have any kind of like outer helix piercings, putting like over ear headphones, anything that can constrict them or put pressure on them, we also don't recommend, just because, yeah, they can like cause them to get real wonky in the long run. And so those are some of our general guidelines, and continue doing this. Piercings heal from the outside in, so after a couple weeks, it's gonna start looking like it's totally fully healed, but it's not. The inside is still probably pretty fresh and gooey, so you're gonna wanna stop doing your aftercare. Don't do it, don't listen to yourself. Keep doing it for like, you know, the 4 to 6, 6 to 9 months, however long it takes to heal whatever specific piercing you have. And if you have any problems, then just come by to your local shop and we can help you out when we can.